Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. A very good day to honorable panels. I am very happy to have this chance to give my presentation. Before I start my presentation, let me introduce myself first. My name is NURHAKIM Iskandar from NSR 241 M2. Today, I will share my research with you, and the title of my presentation is Comparison Factors Affecting the Spectators Attend Football Matches at LARKIN Stadium Between Genders. Okay, let's start. Before we go further, let's take a look at my background of study. Typically, the background of a study includes a review of existing literature on the area of my research. There are two variables that I measure, which is independent variables and dependent variables. My independent variables is gender. Gender defined as two categories of sexes, which has male and female. According to Karakaya 2016, male spectators are more likely to be passionate football fans compared to female fans. While my dependent variables is the factors affecting the spectators to attend football match at LARKIN Stadium. The factors influence the decision of fans to attend games. It depends upon certain factors which include, but are not limited to, the attractiveness of the home team, breaking of previous score, team performance, star players, and league standing. Next is the statement of the problem. A statement of the problem is used in research work as a claim that outlines the problem addressed by a study. The Malaysia Cup used to be the most prestigious football tournament, but now fans hardly turn up at stadium to watch match. According to New Straits Times on August 2018, the number of fans at stadium for league match is at a critically low level, especially at 6 out of 8 stadiums for the opening Malaysia Cup. Furthermore, according to Fin 2002, the female sports are less likely to spend their money on sport events than male spectators. It's totally affected the number of fans attendance that attend to the stadium. Next is research objective. In general, research objective describe what we expect to achieve by a project. Research objectives are usually expressed in lay terms and are directed as much to the client as to the researcher. Research objective may be linked with a hypothesis or used as a statement of purpose in a study that does not have a hypothesis. My research objective is to identify the most factors affecting the spectators to attend football matches at LARKIN Stadium. Second is to identify the differences between gender and factors affecting the spectators to attend football match at LARKIN Stadium. The last one is to identify the relationship between gender and factors affecting the spectators to attend football matches at LARKIN Stadium. Next is the significance of study. Significance of research is the benefit that can be gained by certain people from this research. They can use this research paper as guideline in related field. This study can identify the best methods and measures in terms of factors affecting the spectators in attending football matches at LARKIN Stadium. Indirectly, it will also attract the interest of outside clubs to emulate what Johor Football Association is doing. In addition, it can also open opportunities for traders who trade near the stadium to increase their sales revenue. Furthermore, Johor Football Association will also be an example to other sports in Johor to develop sport so that it become more famous and can attract many supporters. Now, we go through to the chapter 2, which is literature review. For my independent variable is gender. There are various factors between female and male in terms of consuming sport. According to Armstrong 2002, Bidew and 1 2002 and 1 1995, the male sport fans are mostly attracted by economic motive, and the female mainly attend sport events for family motive. Besides, male spectators consume sport games for the motive escape, stress, self-esteem, and aesthetic. In addition to that, Wan and his friend in 2002 imply that female fans are generally attend sport events in order to be socialized and entertained. Female sport fans are less likely spend their money on sport events than male spectators. For the dependent variable, which is the factors affecting the spectators to attend football matches at LARKIN Stadium between gender, there are 6 factors affecting the spectators that were selected, which are residual preference, economics, social aspects, enjoyment, team identification, and team affiliation. For the first factor is residual preferences. At every sporting event, the residual preferences are essentially environmental variables that may include the way coaching is performed, how cheerleaders perform during the event, watching the band, and accommodation for the spectators. These factors has been widely studied at the college by Hill and Green in 2000. The second factor is economic. Various economic factors play a key role in the participation of the football team, such as how inspired the fans, various price dispersion, and the consequence. Price dispersal is a phenomenon where different prices for the same community are sold by the same or different sellers. According to Muhammad Syamil Sobian in 2016, this represents the market misunderstanding of the inclination for consumer purchase and activities. The third factor is social aspect. There are spectators who attend the sport event to socialize, be amused, and recover from their daily working routine. According to Hall in 2009, the ability to socialize with friends and family members is primarily used and associated with all the major sporting events. The bonding of the group is established and social contact is encouraged. The fourth factor is enjoyment. Enjoyment are significant factors in the interest of many fans in sporting events. Although enjoying the game with their friends and family, they want to feel excited, inspired, and relaxed. According to Hall in 2009, enjoyment are factors that create a comfort environment could include proper seating arrangement, stadium cleanliness, easy parking facility, tidy and clean bathroom, and access food and beverage. The venue plays an integral role in building confidence and loyalty among the spectators. The fifth factor is team identification. According to Hill and Green in 2000, a fan is affiliated with and maintains a friendship with the team. It is total when a fan identifies themselves with the team and appears to attend most of the team's sporting events. When the team loses and wins, this relationship is associated with both happiness and sadness. The last factor is team affiliation. According to Muhammad Syamil Sobian in 2016, fans are associated with the team based on individual players, the team pass or present win or lose ratio, promotional activities, marketing campaigns, and home or guest team efficiency. Most promotional activities such as bonfires, fireworks, and giveaway take place. All of these help to increase or decrease the membership of the team identity. These tend to improve fans' attendance at sporting events.
This is the research framework of relationship between the comparison factors affecting the spectators attend football matches at LARKIN Stadium between gender.
Now we go through to the chapter 3, which is methodology. According to Adi Butts, 2020, research design is the framework of research methods and techniques chosen by a researcher. The study consists of supporters who attend the stadium. In specific term, the aim is to investigate the comparison factors affecting the spectators to attend football matches at LARKIN Stadium between gender. The research design for this study is non-experimental research using quantitative design. This design is chosen because the research involves collection and analysis of data by using random survey. The questionnaire will be divided into 2 parts, which is Part A and Part B. Part A provides questions on demographics such as age, gender, and races. In Part B, the questions are related to the factors affecting the spectators to attend football matches at LARKIN Stadium between gender. The factors are residual preferences, economics, social aspects, enjoyment, team identification, and team affiliation. Next is the sampling. The sample for this study will be the Ultras Boys of Strait Johor because football fans will follow the official website of Johor Southern Tiger page to get information about the progress of the team matches and also get information about Johor Football Association. The inclusion criteria is supporters who is 18 years old and above and the supporters who had been to the stadium at least once. While the exclusion criteria is supporters who below 18 years old and the supporter who had been never to the stadium. Based on the Ultras Boys of Strait Johor's followers that get from the direct message of their official Instagram account, approximately 3,000 followers are the fans of the Johor Darul Takzim football match. The size represented by the 3,000 followers is the population size, so the sample size will be 341 respondents, follow the Critchie and Morgan sample size table on 1970. Taking into consideration possible missing data, an additional 20%, which is 88 of sample will be considered, so that the total number of respondents will be involved in the study become 409. The questionnaire will be given to the equal number of male and female. The sampling technique used in this research is simple random sampling. This technique is probability sampling technique and the basic sampling technique where we select a group of sample for study from a population. Each individual is chosen entirely by chance and each member of the population has an equal chance of being included in the sample. Questionnaires in the form of Google Form will be posted in every district fan club social media such as WhatsApp group or Telegram group. Only 41 samples will be selected from each district. The reason is easy to distribute the questionnaire and to ensure the randomness of the sample. According to Nell J. Salkind 2010, instrumentation refers to the instrument or means by which investigators in the data collection process aim to quantify factors or objects of interest. In the current study, there are two types of variables observed which are independent and dependent variables. According to the Saul McLeod in 2018, the questionnaire is an instrument of the research that consists a set of questions to obtain information from the respondents. The name of the questionnaire is Home Game Fan Survey that developed by Mohamed Syamil Sobian in 2016. The questionnaire will be provided into two languages which cover both Malay and English language. In the present study, a structured questionnaire consists of two sections is prepared for use in the field of survey and collecting data. The data for this study will be collected through a set of questionnaire consists of two sections, which each section measures each of the variables that are relevant to the purpose of the study. Section A is demographic. This section consists of a fairly standard list of demographic with 7 questions in total, including gender, age, marital status, race, level education, occupational sector, and monthly income, all of which had been noted as important variables in the factors affecting spectators to attend football match at LARKIN Stadium. The second section contains 36 items designed to assess one of 6 different factors for involvement as a sport fans. The dimensions are residual preference, economics, social aspects, enjoyment, team identification, and team affiliation. The survey questions for each dimension are based on the 5-point Likert scale, with response ranging from strongly disagree, which is 1, to strongly agree, which is 5. The number of items per dimension range from 2 to 3. To make it clear, the residual preference component has 5 items, social aspect component has 4 items, enjoyment component have 5 items, team identification has 4 items, and team affiliation has 5 items. Cronbach's alpha is used as a measure of reliability of the test dimension. A reliable Cronbach alpha value validates that The individual items of dimension measure the same dimension concept in the same manner or consistently. A Cronbach alpha value above 0.8 have very good reliability. A value between 0.6 and 0.8 have an acceptable reliability, and a value below 0.6 have an acceptable reliability. This table represents Cronbach alpha values of each of 6 factors affecting the spectators. The dimension is residual preference, which the Cronbach alpha is 0.65, economics 0.77, social aspect is 0.73, enjoyment 0.06, team identification 0.81, and team affiliation 0.86. The example of item for residual preferences is I attend the game only when the weather is nice. The economic item is the price of an individual ticket is reasonable. The item for social aspect is I enjoy interacting with others and meeting new people at the game. The example item for enjoyment is going the game is the change of pace from what I regularly do. The team identification item is consider myself to be an avid fan of the JDT FC team. And the last one is team affiliations. Is I am attending the game because of the JDT FC team's current win or lose record. According to the Prita Bandari 2020, data collection procedure is a systematic method or process of collecting observation or measurement. Data collection can help the researcher to gain first-hand knowledge and original insight into researcher problem. There are 5 steps according that researcher need to follow. The first one is get permission from UITM transformation unit to gather the data needed. Next, the researcher must make sure the questionnaire have valid Cronbach alpha. The researcher must run the pilot test to verify the validity of the questionnaire. Next, the researcher must refer and get permission from supervisor to proceed the topic of the study. Next, the researcher distribute questionnaire via Google Form to the respondents. And the last one is researcher review the questionnaire answer by the respondent and gather the data for evaluation. Next is the data analysis. Data analysis is the process of systematically applying statistical and logical techniques to describe and illustrate, condense and recap and evaluate data. For the first research objective, the researcher used the descriptive statistic. The second research objective, the researcher used the independent t-test. And the last research objective, the researcher used Pearson chi-square for the data analysis. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention for this matter. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.